Hey guys, so today we're going to be doing a getting ready with me, and I did this kind of quickly and on a whim, so please forgive the weird movements and stuff like that. We're starting off with some primer water from Smashbox and following that with a mineral veil primer from Hourglass. I'm almost done with this, but I really like it. It gives like a really nice iridescent glow to the skin. Like you can see there, it kind of gives like a purpley vibe, but it cancels out a lot of redness. My face turns really red from me just rubbing it in general, but it looks really nice otherwise. I always have to do a pore filling or a minimizing primer, so I'm using the one from Smashbox. This one seems to work really well. I put it on the sides of my nose, like right by my nostrils, and then I kind of smush it into my cheeks to help with my large pores there, and then the remainder of my face. For my actual foundation today, I'm using the Pond's BB Cream. This one is actually in the color medium. I got this from Stephanie last summer, I think. She, I think, said it was a little too light for her, and right now it's a little too dark for me. So you can see I kind of have to blend it in really well. I don't use a lot, just enough to cover up my redness and stuff on the center of my face. However, in the summer, this will match me really nicely. You can see on my neck and my chest, I am a little bit darker just in general than my overall color of my face, and this is the darkest foundation I have right now. For concealer, we're using the Urban Decay Naked Concealer. This is in the color Light Warm. It is kind of on the yellow side. I do use it under my eyes, and sometimes I'll bring it down the sides of my nose to cover up redness. I do want to get the light neutral to see if that works. It has a little bit more of a pinky undertone to cancel out the discoloration, but this one's working for right now. It's super light, very easy to use. I really like the coverage and how light it is. I don't have problems with creasing. I have heard that some people have problems with creasing. I'm not one of them. I buff it out. This is an e.l.f. buffing brush, but I do go, after I'm done buffing in all the color, back with my fingers, my ring fingers, and just kind of blend it into my skin to make sure that it's really nice and blended, and then also that the seams or the edges are seamless. For eye primer, I have to use Urban Decay Primer Potion. I have oily eyelids, and this controls my oils very well. And then to set everything, the Never Dying Powder Flage from Benefit that has been discontinued, that I am trying to use up. It still works good for me. To cover up everything, I'm using a Maybelline Dream Matte powder. This is in a color Light number 2. It has been discontinued. They do have a Dream Wonder powder that is supposed to be a dupe for it. This is a little on the light side for me, so I just spread it all over my skin. I do have to bronze because you can see here my face, even though I used a darker foundation BB cream, it is still a little lighter than my neck and my chest. So I'm taking the e.l.f. Duo. It's from the Essentials line. It doesn't really have a name. It just has a bronzer and a blush in it, and I really like the bronzer because it is matte but has a slight shimmer in it, so it gives you that glow to the skin. So I'm using it as an all-over bronzer, and then I'm concentrating it on my cheekbones to use as a contour as well. And I also have to take it down my neck just to make sure that everything blends together. For my eyebrows, you guys know my infamous e.l.f. sculpting brow wax, whatever this thing is called. It is $3 and the best thing I have ever used. For eyeshadow, I'm using all MAC eyeshadows. So for under the brow highlight, I'm using MAC's Vanilla. I have either depotted or bought the depotted MAC shadows, so that's why you see them in the Z palette. I'm using MAC's Cork right here, which is, from my skin tone, is an amazing transition color. So I'm taking a Sigma E35, I believe is what this is. It's like the MAC 216, and putting that all throughout my crease as my transition. This is MAC All That Glitters. I have not used this shade in forever. It is an amazing all over the lid color to just brighten up any look. Really, it works well with all kinds of skin tones too. And then for under the eye, I didn't show the actual eyeshadow here, but I'm using MAC's Woodwinked on a Coastal Scents like larger dome eyeshadow brush and just blending that under the eye For eyeliner, which takes me forever and a day, I feel like when I was watching back this footage, I'm using the NYC liquid liner in black. And I'm very precise with this, but I do love the brush applicator. It dries extremely matte and extremely dark, but you can see here I have to go back and forth to make sure they're even. I have to look in the camera because I always feel like my eyeliner is uneven, but it looked good. This is, I almost said Urban Decay Makeup Forever Perversion, which is just a black eyeliner, and I'm using this to tightline. It is amazing, very black and stays all day. For blush, this is my favorite blush. It's from the Tarte Rainforest After Dark palette. I don't actually know what the blush color is, but they don't sell it by itself. You have to buy it in this palette, and it is amazing. It is better than Exposed from Tarte. It is like the perfect pinky brown color, but it still gives you a little definition. I love it. However, I am topping it with that e.l.f. Duo, the pink, because it does have shimmer in it, and I'm just popping that shimmer on the apples of my cheek just to give myself, again, not that completely matte look. For an all-over powder, I am using this Wet n Wild bronzer, which is not really a bronzer, in Reserve Your Cabana, as my ambient lighting powder. I love the effect that this gives. You can even see when I'm doing it on the right side of my face how flawless and seamless my face looks compared to the left side. And then when I put it all over my face, it just blends my makeup together beautifully, and it's very inexpensive. As a highlight, I'm using the e.l.f. I don't even know what this is called. It has a name, but it's from the $3 line. All I did was just screw it up. It's a cream highlight. I put it on the back of my hand and then used my e.l.f. small stipple brush and just stippled it in. And I was not thinking this was going to give me the glow because it kind of has a darker pink color, but you can see here it does give me a very nice glow. I really like the effect of it. Curling my lashes with my Chanel overpriced curler. And for mascara, I'm using Tarte Lights Camera Lashes. There we go. This is my favorite volumizing and lengthening mascara. It trumps any other that I have. For lips, I'm using Kat Von D's Everlasting Liquid Lipstick in Baja 5 or Baja's. I'm not sure exactly what the name is supposed to be, but these are my favorite liquid lipsticks next to the Sephora Cream Lip Stains. Beautiful pigmentation, they last all day. They are a little drying, but they're just awesome in general. So that's the end of my look. I hope that you guys enjoyed this getting ready with me. I don't do these often enough, so I hope that you enjoyed it, and if you did, let me know in the comments down below. I'd be happy to film more of them. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.